Good morning. Man, I feel great today. I feel great this morning. Like getting up, getting the kids off, taking them to school, giving them hugs. I had a good conversation. It's all paying off, isn't it? And like today, I'll just take it. I'll take it for what it is. It's just for today, right? So today feels good, just for today. I feel at peace. I feel like all this work that I put in, it feels good to not feel sad. Like any of the negative, like I asked somebody, how are you feeling? And they said they were feeling fine. And fine isn't really an emotion. So and they didn't respond to that, but it's fine. It's okay because I learned that in treatment. When we say fine or we say good, what we're doing is deflecting. It's just another way to. I do that so much. I have, like I'm feeling ecstatic today. I feel like a sense of serenity today. I feel wonderful. I feel like I woke up this morning and I'll tell you, I did not want to get out of fucking bed. Like I woke up, of course I told, Alexa 10 more minutes twice. But I woke up like I'm sore as fuck. I was like, no, not today. I'm not doing it today. I already calculated in my head how much rest days, like instead of a cheat day, today will be a rest day. I'll make it a rest day. I can just take naps. I can go take, and then I calculated all these other things that I said I would do instead of going to the fucking gym. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that means that today is the day that I go. And I feel so glad that I got myself ready to go, got the kids off, and I'm on my way there. Because I know that when I do this and I go to my meeting and I do the things I don't want to do, like fucking being uncomfortable and feeling feelings I don't want to feel, and then not wanting to go to the gym and going anyways, and then not wanting to eat that shitty food that I wanted to eat and not eating it. Like all of these little things that I keep pushing myself not to do or pushing myself to do, they are really the reason I feel the way I do. And I'll tell you, the worst of it all was feeling feelings and sharing about them. That's worse than going to the fucking gym. And if you don't believe me, try it. Go fucking grab somebody and tell them how you're feeling when you're feeling shitty. A lot of people say nobody cares, nobody wants to know. Like nobody gives a fuck. Let me tell you something. It's not even for them. Like I'll share things and like I'm not getting a response. I'm not getting like, hey man, like I don't get a response. I used to be mad because I went to I saw a counselor, and like I remember I saw him for a year, and I remember like there were sessions where like I would drop like $280 per session. I didn't realize it was out of pocket, but I dropped $280. And I would sit in there for an hour and I would just unload about my relationship, unload about how I was feeling. I was clean, but I'd unload and then I'd leave really upset because he didn't say anything. Like he did, like I was expecting him to be like, so how does that make you feel? Or that's this, or that's that, and that's not therapy really. Like they'll tell you, like if I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go harm myself, they'll fucking intervene. But just being able to get it out is really important. And I'm realizing that now, and that's why I've got this list. I've got a call that's going to be made here either today or tomorrow. They're going to let me know what date I have to have my first session. And going into this counseling thing, this therapy thing that I'm going to go into, I think there's a reason there's a wait time. It's a higher power thing. The wait time is so I can come to terms with what I've got going on, so I can go in there and not waste the time that I have and have this open mind of like, you're there to vent. And if they notice that there's a challenge with something that then they will intervene. What I'm not going to do is accept any type of medication, unless they, the person I'm going to see isn't a psychiatrist. But if they need to, I will take suggestions. And if they're like, hey, yo, I need you to go see this person, and they refer me to a psychiatrist, I will take that suggestion. I'm not just going to follow the suggestions of just recovery. If I go seek professional help, I need to do that. And like, I kind of argued with somebody not too long ago because they felt like, the recovery thing, you know, they're not trained for, helping people with serious mental health issues. And what I realized is, like, I got upset and I got more defensive about this conversation. And what I realized is they are right, but recovery doesn't tell us to avoid that. In fact, in the literature, it says if there's mental, like, and a sponsor will always say, go seek out, and so, yes, like, I need that. I can't just have recovery and then self-therapy like I do, because then I end up in places that I don't understand why I got there and what I'm doing, and I can harm somebody. Somebody called me dangerous. And I thought to myself, I'm not fucking dangerous. But if I don't have the proper tools, and I'm speaking to somebody who's dealing with some real intense trauma, and I'm going to give them advice on how to handle that trauma by working steps, which, by the way, the steps help us with not using drugs. But, like, I too have some trauma, and there's some stuff in there that, like, I need to talk to somebody, like, professionally. And the answer is not going to always be in just recovery. But I'm willing to accept that. And, I should have probably been a little more open-minded to what this person was saying. And so if you are dealing with some serious trauma, then go get a mental health counselor. That doesn't mean, like, not going and do the recovery thing. Do the fucking recovery thing. But, we got to do it all, man. Like going to the gym. I got to go to the gym. I got to eat healthy. I gotta go to these meetings. I've got to seek out a counselor. Do it all. Like, what the fuck was I willing to do to get loaded? Like, I've heard this before, and so I'm going to repeat it. If you put in the same effort you put in to get loaded into your recovery, into your well-being, if you even put fucking 80%, 50% of that into there, you'll start getting better. Like, this shit, nothing comes to us. Nothing fucking comes to us. Everything we have to fucking earn and we have to take. And if that means our lives back, if that means our fucking jobs back, if that means our kids back, we have to do those things. How bad do I fucking want to get better? Right? Or do I want to just go into meetings and find somebody who's going to make me feel good so I can fuck that up and then just fucking walk around like I'm okay while I'm destroying somebody else's well-being? And so I'm going through a process so I don't do that again. I'm going through a process so I can be better to myself. And then maybe one fucking day, maybe I'd be able to help somebody out that, like, if they got some serious shit going down, I can say, well, here's what I suggest. And my suggestion is, like, mental health counselor. Or my suggestion is, like, go work a step on that. Or my suggestion is go fucking to a meeting for that. Or my suggestion is go to the fucking gym for that. Quit eating that fucking bullshit for that. Like, I want to be able to be that person. A well-rounded, fully balanced person who can give suggestions to people that actually fucking have something behind them, opposed to, like, me self-teaching myself things that I have no business self-teaching myself. So, just remember that, like, all of this shit that we put in, we get back, and we get what we deserve. So you put an amount of energy and all goodness into it, you will get good things out of it. And trust me, bad things come out of that too. It's a balance, good and bad. But today I feel wonderful. I'm at peace. I feel like I'm grateful that I'm sitting in the gym parking lot about to walk in here in about 20 seconds. And you're wanted, needed, and loved. And you can do this. You can do this. You just put in the fucking work, man. Little by little. Start small. Don't do it all. Don't just fucking like join a gym membership, fucking start eating like super fucking healthy, and fucking you're on day one. You know what I mean? Little by little, small increments, and then fucking consistency over time. And then all of a sudden you'll start to see results, and then add to it, you know? And that way those little tiny wins become victories. And you know, and it starts with just fucking staying clean and making a meeting. Go start there, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I got. I love you guys. I love me, and you guys can be my kids. You know, I don't get a lot of views on here, and that's okay. It's my journal, but I know my kids one day will sit back and watch this shit, and they may see this, stumble upon this video, and they're trying to figure out what the fuck to do. I'm only suggesting the things that I'm currently doing right now. I love you guys. Bye.